Warner Brothers Discovery teams up with Futureverse and Ready Player One author Ernest Cline in order to launch the Readyverse Metaverse. This story comes to us from Ryan Pearson over on Bounding into Comics. Ready Player One creator Ernest Cline has teamed up with Warner Brothers Discovery, one of the producers of the eponymously named live action adaptation and Futureverse, in order to launch the Readyverse Metaverse later this year. Via a press release, Futureverse, an AI and metaverse company focused on technologies and content, announced the launch of Readyverse Studios and introduced its respective co-founders, Shara Sendoff and Aaron McDonald, including Klein himself and 2018's Ready Player One film producer, Dan Farah. The new studio's launch also came with the announcement of their first product, the Readyverse, based on the world of Ready Player One, which would also include the Oasis VR world. It promises to be a dynamic, interactive platform of interconnected digital experiences. This is boomer talk. This really sounds like boomer talk, like all this like gizmos and gadgets and the internet's a series of tubes. Whatever. Warner Brothers Discovery partnered with the studio to grant exclusive Metaverse and Web3 rights to the franchise. Readyverse Studios also has, quote, exclusive Web3 rights to all future IPs from the legendary futurist Ernest Cline. Wow, so the rest of his life, whatever he makes, even if it's like a macaroni art, they have control of that. Yeesh. Those who remember the film may also remember the myriad of characters from various IPs that made a cameo. At this time, Readyverse Studios would only state additional brands and franchises joining the Readyverse will be announced soon. So they haven't got people on board that were all featured inside of the movie, right? So the DeLorean from Back to the Future, the Iron Giant, Gundam, of course. They may not have secured rights to have these characters featured in the Readyverse. Boasted as being a first-of-its-kind studios, Readyverse Studios aims to bring, quote, the promise of the open metaverse depicted in Cline's Ready Player One novel and the blockbuster film adaptation into a tangible reality, a multi-world, multi-IP, interoperable, open metaverse experience for mass consumers. No IP has shaped the global culture and conversation around the metaverse more than Ready Player One. Now, you might be wondering right about now, what the hell is a metaverse? See, I don't keep up with what Mark Zuckerberg gets up to, like his bunkers in Hawaii, what he's banning off of Facebook. I really don't keep up with that stuff. But what appears to be happening is that this VR metaverse thing that Zuckerberg was working on has had billions of dollars worth of investment from corporations to get like real estate, like what they call digital real estate inside of this VR world that Mark Zuckerberg has put together through the metaverse. And just like wearing your VR helmet that you get from Apple there, the Vision Pro ski goggles, the augmented reality goggles there, this is what it's all supposed to function with. Now, what they're talking about is one that's specifically tailored to behave and like give you the experience of being in the Ready Player One movie universe. Not necessarily excluding plots and extended parts of the written book and other series that may have tied into that, or ideas that Cline himself had about expanding the universe. But what it'll do is it'll appear as though you're in the movie. Now, we all know that's not what's going to happen. It's going to look like Sims at the best, But whatever, let them try, right? The worst they can do is not do it and waste a bunch of money. But by all means, give it a try. I'm not into the VR thing. Let us know down in the comments if you are, and feel free to hit like and subscribe so you can keep track of this too. I'm sure they're going to have in-game footage soon, so we'll have to wait and find out what it looks like for real, but I'm not counting on it to look like anything anybody wants to spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in. See you in the next one.